Good, today we will start off a little differently. First of all, we go check on the pot guy. I did read somewhere that he sells additional lanterns eventually. And apparently the lanterns that are better and more useful than the blue lantern. Unfortunately, the blue lantern is a little useless. um, I hope it would help with finding the pot guys. It didn't help with that. Or at least I don't have the feeling it helps finding them. So that's a little unfortunately. He probably sells more lanterns eventually. What is this? Used to reset the increased cost from rolling gear attributes. Oh, I see. For now I take the Guardian's hooves. There we go. Yeah, the pot hats. So like I said, we're gonna start a little differently. Because if my wifey wanna play this game, she needs to understand some basic game mechanics. And because she's not a gamer, she doesn't understand pretty much anything of that. But that's fine. So yeah, it's actually pretty easy. You have the red bar, that's your health. You have the white bar, it's your stamina. And if you do like attacks, you cannot do that here. So let's quickly go to like the training ground. No, wait. I need a girl. Where is she? Here she is. Do we have any of those? No. Wait, that costs 5 now? Okay, cool. And for you, we can give you an upgrade. Let's go for more stamina. So quickly going to the training ground, and there we can showcase some stuff. So obviously you have your health. If you get hit, that goes down. That's pretty basic. Then you have the white bar, that's your stamina bar. If you do attacks, if you do dodges, and even if you block, that all drains your stamina. It can be like out of stamina and then it has to like recover itself. You can also be stamina broken, but that only works in combat. And then you have above the health bar, you have these little diamond shapes. That's your spirits in this game. Like spirit comes in many forms. You can do it in, it can call spirit, it can call any other names. A good known example is, for example, mana in a lot of games. You have health, mana, and stamina. And mana, or spirit in this case, is used to different things. First of all, you have this javelin that I have. I need 1 spirit to throw one. And also if you go to the skill tree, like I don't really have any skills that consume my spirits, except like this one. I mean, you have like a bunch of other ones. But to like take this one, you see, spin the spear and block all attacks with spring guards for a short time. And then you see like the commands that I did assign myself, that's like R1 and square button. And you see resources used is spirit 1. So to use this I need to have 1 spirit. So you see if I press R1 you see the buttons light up in like the bottom right. And like for my second skill, I need 3 spirits. I cannot use that right now because I don't have it. Well, if I press the square button, I do this block attack. Now you see I cannot do it. And even my javelin, you see, there's nothing coming because I don't have my spirit. So that's pretty much how basic combat works. Let's get a training dummy real quick. Let's get a bear, why not? Offensive, auto recovery, yes. And you see the bear also has like a stamina bar. It's only purple in this case. You see if you attack it, the health goes down. I thought I set it on offensive, apparently it didn't. And like you see, even if I block, my stamina goes down, so I cannot block all the time. That's a counter attack. The game learns you that as well, but I'll come to that in a second. And you will see if my stamina is broken. Like if I keep, you see that my stamina also recovers like not as fast if I block. You see now it's pretty fast. Well, if I keep blocking, my stamina recovery is reduced. But I hope it will break me for a second. Then you will see what happens. Do a normal attack, come on. You see that my attacks also drain his stamina. And his stamina doesn't heal. You see now I'm stamina broken and I'm kind of like stunned for the moment. You also have like 2 different stamina bars. The purple ones, mostly for beasts, they don't recover, like you see. And for humans, it's white and it will recover. But most of the times, if the enemy is like stamina broken, you can do a critical attack, but does like more damage. And then you have the counter. Counter is like L1 and circle, but that only works against like specific attacks. You see I couldn't block there because my stamina was drained, so that's why I took the health damage. And against those attacks you can actually counter, but I whipped it there. And then we're not gonna die here anyway. Okay, wait. There we go. Just having a giant training dummy real quick. And then like in this game you also have a lot of skills. Like both like active and passive skills. Passive skills are like this, like the stamina costs of attacks are temporarily decreased each time an enemy is exhausted. So every time I break their stamina, my attack cost from stamina will be reduced. Of like here, I have another passive. Increase the amount of spirit gained from attacks. Spirit is my yellow little bar there. And then you also have like skills like this, like Moonlight Stance, Striking an enemy with Moonlight activates Moonlight Stance, which grants additional after image attacks. And to activate that is like you have like swift attacks, so like 1, 2, and like the third one is a sweep. If the sweep like activates, then you see that I have like this additional meter. And you kind of see it if I like attack, it's like a ghost is also attacking. Also my heavy attacks become stronger and differently. If I'm not in Moonlight Stance, you see that I have this overhead swing as a heavy attack. Well, if I'm in Moonlight Stance, I have this wide sweep attack. Then you, of course, like I said, you have a lot of different skills. One of the ones that I probably go for is this one. Personally, I like skills that don't consume my spirit. I like to use my spirit for this or for throwing javelins, but that depends on your playstyle, obviously. But if we just like take this real quick and put it in here, then you can see here square button during potent blow or vital strike. Potent blows are like your heavy attacks. Like here they're called potent blows. You also have like in a lot of games it's just like heavy attack or anything. This game is actually pretty good for that. It has like a whole guide that explains you pretty much everything in the game. But not every game has that. So praise to the developers for this guide. It can really come in handy. But now to showcase that, like if I like do potent blows, you see that I have this like a lot of spirit, a lot of attacks, like a lot of thrust attacks. That's like the 0 point that activates. And in this game it's very forgiving. I can just like remove this and put it somewhere else to try whatever I want. Like I said, this game is very forgiving on that part. Some games aren't. The thing is as well, what I have here, for stats it's a little, like for my stats here, it's a little less forgiving, but like for my skills, it's pretty forgiving. I can, for example, reset all of this and put my whole skill tree into dual wield if I so desire. But then again, I don't have the scaling stats for that. But I can do that. Then you also have some common ones. So the common ones work in general for everything. Then you have the spear specific ones, the great sword and the dual wield. But like a lot of this comes from like trying it out. You can like read something and think like, oh, I think this is nice, and you try it out. And if it is nice, you keep it. If you don't like it, then you don't keep it. Like I put a huge focus on like the Moonlight Stance here, because Moonlight Stance gives you like increased stamina recovery, what's always nice. Increased from those after images that do like increased damage and increased stamina damage. What does this do again? Oh yeah, this lengthens the time of Moonlight Stance every time I dodge or bring guard by like 3 seconds, up to 30. This like makes my critical hits more potent. when I'm in Moonlight stance, then I have like this red attack. Well, normally it's like a more like a sweep attack, I think. And then you have like this that if I use those abilities like full moon, that's this one. It's like the sweep or the critical strike. Then I get like bonus damage based on how much time I still have remaining in Moonlight stance. This as well makes it so that full moon becomes more stronger. You can read that here as well. Gain an effect that upgrades the shockwave attack of Moonlight and Full Moon for 30 seconds upon use. And then like you can counter strike in it. Yeah. Do I actually use this? The duration of Phantom Heatwave will increase by 20 seconds when landing this attack. Also, I should actually counter it. I can actually try that out. Offensive, yes. So like that, and then square, and then it shoots. That bite that you saw, that's like a grab attack. Or like this that I use to reset its stagger meter. That's also a skill that I learned. This one comes like from my armor set. But like I said, you learn those things by like playing it. So to like quickly recap, the white bar is your stamina, the red bar is your health, and the spirit bar, like the little diamonds, they're used for like throwing javelins, using specific moves. I think you can also heal with it in this game by using a special item. But like most games do explain you most of those things. Unlike the other skill that I have is like Phantom Judgment. That's to reset the stagger meter or the vulnerable meter of an enemy. It's pretty handy for bosses. Gives you a very large attack window. And like, that's not with every game obviously, but that skill comes from my gear itself. Like if you see this, the set piece bonus, like number 6, learn Phantom Judgment. And if you go to skills, the red thing here, that is Phantom Judgment. So if I don't have my full set equipped, I don't have that move. You will kind of see it if I like have something like, oh, I'm gonna switch to my arrow spear. Then you see that I only have 5 of 6 set bonuses, and then you also see in my skill tree, you see Phantom Judgment here. It's gone. Well, if I go like back to my gear and I take my spear again, I have my 6 piece again, and I can go to skill tree, judgment, and then I can assign it again. Where is it? Oh, equip there. You see, and I can like choose whatever I want to use on it. You know, like, wait, what? If I put it here, what happens? I'm kind of curious for something. So let's quickly jump into the next mission. But there was one setting I wanted to change. Difficulty items, warning. Going over your settings is also pretty handy. Wait, I'll be right back. And be back.
The Emperor used the Knives Veil to frame us. They should have made sure we were dead. Now they'll pay for that mistake.
This is also like another mechanic. Undead enemies, they revive. So you see the purple, and if that touches them, they're back. So you like have to hit them again. So I just saw something that I did like if we defeat that big enemy in like a certain way, he will it will give us a spear, like a spear that I have, but in a better condition. So that is worth a try. I hoped I could stagger him out of it, but that seems to be a little harder than I hoped it would be. I also did notice that if you like execute even an undead enemy, they don't rise again. But like I said, this one gives us like the same spirit as we have, like this one, but in a purple variety, and purple is better than blue. So that's why I definitely wanna defeat the guy. Oh, there's mages now too. I'm gonna lure the rest a little out of here. Oh, they instantly respawn. Okay. Oof, that is probably the mage doing, so he should die first. Well, luckily it's not too hard to defeat. I always try to like deal with ranged enemies first, just because they're annoying. But like also in games like this, like try to fight enemies on your terms. Like if you like go around the corner here and you see like 3 enemies that like try to ambush you, they'll try to lure a few enemies like around this corner. Then you're like protected from attacks from that way. No, it's a normal one. That's something that I learned as well. Like again, that's not in every game. So every game has some mechanics you will need to learn by playing it. But you have like those worm enemies. Sometimes they hide like this, And like if you hover a spear over it and it turns orange, then you know like if I pick up that item, that's a fake item.
Fools! Find him now!
Then I will get like ambushed. And those enemies we defeat to get their upgrading orbs.
Warrior spirit within
Like the lacrima of circulation orbs that we do use to like summon our spirit in boss fights or upgrade it. Oh god, it's one of those. But it seems you don't need the lantern to reveal them. So I kind of wasted 150k gold on lanterns. Because like now this lantern turns blue, so it means there is an item there, and it's probably the item over there that it means. But I did buy this lantern, hoping it will help to find the potheads, or pot guys, whatever. But that didn't work, unfortunately. But then again, like I said, some things you don't know in advance, some things you have to try, you need to test. So yeah, and I did test it and wasted 150k in the progress. Also, what happens in this game is like if you rest at a bonfire, or it's yeah, or whatever they call it. I will call it like that. But if you rest at a bonfire, all enemies will be like respawned. You see that the assassin guy is like stepping over there, so you can kind of follow it around. But like the one lantern will like reveal them to me. So that one is, I'm not gonna say totally useless, it's just very situational. The other lantern as well, like undead doesn't rise again. It's nice, but it's very situational as well. But I think in my skill tree, let's pick. No, I don't have the skill anymore. I used to have it. That my javelin like instantly kills undead. You see, there was a little unfortunately there. Like I was out of stamina, like you could see on my stamina bar that torrent foot, and I couldn't dodge away, so I died there. I like try to rush it too much, that's why it doesn't work. Just making sure we have the right lantern equipped. Did we just take another path? No, we took the other side. I was already thinking, like, there is no mage here. That's been a lot better. So we can go the stairs up there, and we have stairs up here. That's a nice shortcut. Also, if you feel that like a path is progression, like progressing you further into the level, like I have now, you can also go back and check out the other path. So you see that like going back did pay off. We found a chest there, and we also found a spirit to fight. And these are like shortcuts. You find those a lot in those type of games as well. It's just like little small paths or ladders or anything that just make you that just make it easier for you to like return to a bonfire or like a hub or anything. And like what you also have today, like if you don't get something, you have YouTube, you have Google. So like even those games tend to be somewhat harder than your casual game. Oh, that's a spear guy. Not a spear guy, like a sword guy, but it's an elite enemy. Nice, cool. Okay. So that looked pretty easy, but like that game, because I chained a few stuff, uh, a few things together. Like first of all, what you do have is like, of course, Moon Knight Stance does crazy amounts of stagger damage, so that's one. But then like when he got staggered, unfortunately he did buff his weapon, so I didn't get my spear. Uh, but then like when he was staggered, I like kept doing my full moon to like do maximum damage, and then I used this skill to reset his like critical state. I'm gonna call it like that. I think it's easier. And then like after I did reset his critical state, I kept doing my full moon to do more damage, and I was lucky that he got low enough so I could do my brutal attack execution, so that he like died from that. And it doesn't really tell. I mean, it tells that enemies can be eliminated, but it doesn't really tell that undead don't rise anymore if you use that on them. But it's a nice twist. Um, but it's unfortunate that it doesn't respawn. Otherwise, like the bonfire is right over there. That would be a pretty nice little farm to get my spear. But if we don't get it in this level, I will come back to this level and try it out. Maybe I even buy the undead lantern. I will see. I'm not sure. Oh, look. And here was me thinking that we dealt with all the spiders in the cave. Apparently not. They're still here. I need to say, like a spider safe mode, it's pretty funny. Are you I mean, is that like a parry spider? Oh, they brought some exploding spider. And no, it's not a parry spider. Because that's what you have in the codex. You have like different type of enemies. Defeat an undead summon with a single strike. A single strike. Would a javelin count? I'm not sure. But do we get plague disturbance, parchment? I really want a spear, eh? You see that's just like some bonus missions that give you rewards. We have them for the Perry spiders as well. We have one for the double-edged again, but the thing is they do too much damage. I cannot stagger him because by the time he's staggered he's dead. So I need a more beefed up version. Oh, more exploding ones. But they build up poison. Poison is less annoying than venom. Oh, there's like a big spider throwing out those little ones. Okay. What about... Wait, he's probably a prey spider. So we can actually... Okay. Spider is so annoying. Oh, and I'm even poisoned. That's great. Just gonna make sure to run as far back as possible. I know I have poison heals and all, but it's just a bad habit. We get like all these buffs, medications, everything. And like in most games I don't use it. For the simple reason you might need it in another fight. You might need it somewhere else. So you might just throw a few javelins to the spider to kill it. My health recovery upgrades actually help with like my armor that heals me even more. Can we actually deal with the heads? Yeah, we can. You see, now he's dead. Now we will not have a constant stream of exploding spiders. But I do like this armor for the simple reason that like with every enemy that I kill, I get like some health back. So that really helps with your sustain. And also now that I have the health recovery increase, that's at 4% at the moment. It also makes it a lot easier to heal even more. I mean, I like regret my experience gain a little bit, but then again, experience gain will help me level up faster and stuff. Man-eating spider skull. If I remember it correctly, I think the man-eating spider skull is actually a pretty good set. You see this like yet another shortcut. Like we can kick this down and actually quickly see where it leads. Back to the bonfire. Yeah, you see there is the bonfire. We might as well kill the assassin dude here. Oh wait, I see. I didn't have my wait, no, I did have my lantern on. That was strange. Normally they reveal themselves. Now it like didn't happen. But again, it's a nice shortcut. So you see, in case we die, we respawn at the bonfire over there, and we can just go from there, walk over here, there, go over here, and we can go past all the bullshit, and there's like a ghost. So this is probably progression. So let's see what's in here. But I do like the spear for the simple reason that it's very good at wave clearing enemies. While the greatsword is better at staggering enemies, I believe, and the dual wield is just faster. And now I'm quickly gonna see, hello little one. I need to say this was like a hard spirit to kill. Like some of them are kind of hard, and other ones they go down in a few strikes. And I'm quickly looking which way to go, because this is, I think, progression, and we came from down there, and this probably leads back to the path where we came from. Yeah. Also, like navigation in those games, it's something that you learn by playing them. I need to kill him in a single swipe, but I don't think I will be able to. Ooh, wait, there's more of those guys. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think that I would live here. I thought I would meet my demise here, but I didn't. But one thing that I'm still looking for is like stones. Like you have red stones that you can break. And I believe there are 4 in this level, and I didn't find any. There we go. I first have to like do something here, so we continue from on from out here. Uh, once we once we're back, I hope to find some red crystals here still. I probably missed some of them up there, um, but more for that later. And hopefully we We'll also find some pot guys soon, because the later upgrades are pretty handy. But then again, I barely find those.